Good day everyone. Welcome to Grade 8 Quarter 2 Week 2 Arts Education. For the most essential learning competencies, Letter A. Analyzes elements and principles of arts in the production of arts and crafts inspired by the cultures of East Asia. B. Identifies characteristics of arts and crafts in specific countries in East Asia, like China, the Chinese painting and calligraphy. In Japan, the origami, woodblock printing, theater mask, face painting, and anime and manga. In Korea, theater mask, drums, and K-pop. C. Reflects on and derive the mood, idea, or message from selected artifacts and art objects. D. Appreciates the artifacts and art objects in terms of their utilization and their distinct use of art elements and principles. E. Incorporates the design from form and spirit of East Asian artifacts and objects to one's creation. And F. Traces the external and internal indigenous influences that are reflected in the design of an art and in the making of a craft. For this week topics are 1. Arts of East Asia, 2. Arts appreciation, East Asian arts contribution, 3. Arts function, utilization of East Asian artifacts and art objects. 4. East Asian art creative representation, individual creative work. East Asia typically refers to a region including Greater China, Japan, and Korea. They once shared a common written language, culture, as well as sharing Confucian philosophical tenets and the Confucian societal value system. Art refers to the visual arts which cover the recreation of images or objects in fields including painting, sculpture, printmaking, photography, and other visual media. The art form is an activity or a piece of work that can be regarded as a medium of artistic expression. In East Asia, the objects or items usually put in the painting, motifs, subjects, and themes. This may be about anything in the environment. Arts appreciation, East Asian arts contribution. East Asian art is diverse and rich, spanning thousands of years. It is known for its ritual bronzes, beautiful ceramics, jades, textiles, poetic painted landscapes, and garden design, elaborate gold work, extraordinary temples, shrines, pagodas, and stupas, woodblock prints, shadow puppets, and the highest art form in East Asian art, calligraphy. Calligraphy is the art of beautiful handwriting. It involves essentially the same technique used in painting. It is done with brushes stroke, dipped in black or colorful ink. Oils are not used. Popular material used are either paper or silk. Chinese calligraphy is the writing of Chinese characters as an art form, combining purely visual art and interpretation of the stories, history, and the spirit in Chinese culture. This type of expression has been widely practiced in China and has been generally held in high esteem across East Asia. It uses Chinese brush and ink to write on paper, stone, or fabric. In ancient times, people wrote to record life experiences and expresses emotion, commemorate important people, and document history. In Chinese culture, the handwriting style is believed to be representative of one's personality. Woodblock printing is another technique for printing text, images, or patterns used widely throughout East Asia. It originated in China but eventually became a printing method for paper. This method was adopted in Japan during the Edo period and became one of the oldest and most highly developed visual arts. Woodblock printing in Japan. It is a technique best known for its use in the ukiyo-e artistic genre of single sheet, but it was also used for printing books in the same period. Widely adopted in Japan during the Edo period in 1603 to 1868, and similar to woodcut in Western printmaking in some regards. The mokuhanga technique differs in that it uses water-based ink, as opposed to Western woodcut, which typically uses oil-based inks. The Japanese water-based inks provide a wide range of vivid colors, glaze, and transparencies. Silk was often used as the medium paint, but it was quite expensive. Kailun invented paper in the 1st century AD. The invention of paper, not only cheap and widespread medium for writing but painting, became the most economical. In addition to paper and silk, traditional painting have also been done on the walls. The murals began to reflect the unique Chinese painting style. The murals are very broad in content, include Buddha statues, paradise, angels, important historical events, and even donors. The painting styles in early cave received influence from India and the West. The art of paper cutting is in China may date back to the 2nd century CE, when paper was invented by Kailun, a court official of the Eastern Han Dynasty. As paper became more affordable, paper cutting became one of the most important types of Chinese folk art. Later, this art form spread to other parts of the world, with different regions adopting their own cultural styles. Because the cutouts are often used to decorate doors and windows, they are sometimes referred to as window flowers or window paper cuts. These cut paper decorations are often glued to the exterior of the window so the light from the inside shines through the negative space of the cutout. Usually, the artworks are made of red paper, as red is associated with festivities and happiness in Chinese culture. But other colors are also used. Normally, cut paper artwork is used on festivals such as Chinese New Year, weddings, and childbirth, as cut paper artwork is considered to symbolize luck and happiness. Origami, from ori meaning folding and kami meaning paper, is the art of paper folding, which is often associated with Japanese culture. In modern usage, the word origami is used as an inclusive term for all folding practices regardless of their culture of origin. The goal is to transform a flat square sheet of paper into a finished sculpture through folding and sculpting techniques. Modern origami practitioners generally discourage the use of cuts, glue, or markings on the paper. The small number of basic origami folds can be combined in a variety of ways to make intricate design. The best-known origami model is the Japanese paper crane. In general, these designs begin with a square sheet of paper whose sides may be of different colors, prints, or patterns. Art's function: utilization of East Asian artifacts and art objects. In East Asia, the art objects or items that are usually put into paintings are called subjects, themes, or motifs. This may be about animals, people, landscapes, and anything about the environment. The painting subjects or themes. In China, the themes are flowers and birds, landscape, palaces, and temples. They also have human figures, animals, bamboos, and stones. In Japan, they have the scenes from everyday life and narrative scenes crowded with figures and details. And in South and North Korea, the subjects are divided into 5 categories. The first one is landscape paintings. Second is the minhwa, the traditional painting for gracious plants, blossoms, orchids, or wild orchids. The fourth is bamboo, and the fifth is portraits. East Asian art, creative representation. Painting in East Asia do not only apply on paper, silk, and wood. Performers of Peking opera in China and Kabuki in Japan use faces as the canvas of painting, while mask painting is done in Korea. Peking opera face painting of China. Jinzhou Lianpu or Peking in Beijing, opera styles of face painting is a traditional special way of makeup in Chinese operas in pursuit of the expected effect of performance. Jinzhou Lianpu is done with different colors in accordance with the performance's character's personality and historical assessment. The hero-type characters are normally painted in relatively simple colors, whereas enemies, bandits, rebels, and others have more complicated designs on their faces. It is a traditional special way of painting in Chinese operas in pursuit of the expected effect of performance. Originally, Lianpu is called the false mask. Kabuki Makeup of Japan, or other known as kesho, is an interpretation of the actor's own role through the medium of the facial features. On stage, this interpretation becomes the temporalization of makeup in collaboration with the audience. Kabuki makeup provides an element of style easily recognizable even by those unfamiliar with the art form. Rice powder is used to create the white oshiroi base for the characteristic stage makeup. Kumadori enhances or exaggerates facial lineito, produce dramatic animal or supernatural masks. The color of the Kumadori is an expression of the character's nature. Red lines are used to indicate passion, heroism, righteousness, and other positive traits. Blue or black, villainy, jealousy, and other negative traits. Green, the supernatural, and purple, nobility. And the Korean mask, called tal, originated with religious meaning just like the mask of other countries which also have religious or artistic origins. In Korean, they also known by many other names such as Gamyeon, Gwangdae, Korani, Talbak, and Talbagay, with black cloth attached to the sides of the mask designed to cover the back of the head and also to simulate black hair. Korea has a rich history of masks. They were used in war on both soldiers and their horses, ceremonial for burial rites in jade and bronze, and for shamanistic ceremonies to drive away spirits, the evil spirits, to remember the faces of great historical figures, and in the arts, particularly in ritual dances, courtly and theatrical plays. Now, please get a sheet of paper and a pen. Number your paper 1 to 5 and try to answer the following questions. Okay, number 1, what do you call the art of beautiful writing? Number 2, it is an art of folding paper. Number 3, name the 2 East Asian countries that uses woodblock painting. Number 4, who invented paper in the 1st century AD? And number 5, the country that has a traditional painting called the Minwa. And for this week's activity, for activity 1, the title is Let's Check. For the directions, rearrange the jumbled letters to form the correct term that is being described by the following statements. You have 1 to 5. The first one is, it is regarded as the highest form of painting in China. Number 2, it is the art of paper folding in Japan. Number 3, he is the legendary inventor of paper in China. Number 4, the knot tying in Korea. Number 5, the art of beautiful handwriting. And for your activity number 2, paint me a picture. For the instruction, paint a scenery or landscape using any of the following medium in painting that is available in your house, like black or brown instant coffee, charcoal, gumamela flower extract, or achuete. Other materials needed, you need an Oslo paper or bond paper and a paintbrush. And for this activity, we have these rubrics for the criteria for artwork and a percentage. For application of the elements of arts, you have 20%, difficulty of technique, 20%, theme, you have 20%, neatness and cleanliness of artwork, 20%, personal expression and creativity, 20%. You have a total score of 100%. So, just try to look around you for you to be able to paint beautiful artwork. Okay?